Q8743. The primary condition that allow microorganisms to grow in the fuel in aircraft fuel tanks is are A. Warm temperatures. B. The presence of water. C. The presence of dirt or other particulate contaminants. The correct answer is B. The primary condition that allows microorganisms to grow in the fuel in aircraft fuel tanks is the presence of water. Microorganisms, such as bacteria and fungi, require water to thrive and multiply. When water is present in the fuel tanks, it creates an environment conducive to the growth of these microorganisms, leading to fuel contamination and potential fuel system issues. Q8744. It is desirable that fuel lines have a gentle slope upward or downward and not have sharp curves or sharp rises or falls in order to A. Prevent vapor lock. B. Prevent stagnation or pooling of fuel in the fuel lines. C. Minimize the generation of static electricity by decreasing fluid friction in the lines. The correct answer is A. Fuel lines in aircraft should have a gentle slope upward or downward and avoid sharp curves or rises and falls to prevent vapor lock. Vapor lock occurs when the fuel in the lines vaporizes due to excessive heat or low pressure, causing fuel flow interruptions. By maintaining a smooth and consistent fuel line path, the risk of vapor lock is reduced. Q8745. The fuel systems of aircraft certificated in the standard classification must include which of the following? A. An engine-driven fuel pump and at least one auxiliary pump per engine. B. A positive means of shutting off the fuel to all engines. C. A reserve supply of fuel, available to the engine only after selection by the flight crew, sufficient to operate the engines at least 30 minutes at METO power. The correct answer is B. The fuel systems of aircraft certificated in the standard classification must include a positive means of shutting off the fuel to all engines. This requirement ensures that the fuel supply can be quickly and effectively stopped in case of emergencies or during maintenance procedures. Q8746. Where is the main fuel strainer located in the aircraft fuel system? A. At the highest point in the fuel system. B. At the lowest point in the fuel system. C. At the inlet chamber of the carburetor. The correct answer is B. The main fuel strainer in the aircraft fuel system is typically located at the lowest point in the fuel system. Placing the main fuel strainer at the lowest point allows it to collect any water, debris, or contaminants that may have settled at the bottom of the fuel system, preventing them from reaching the engine and causing damage. Q8747. Where physical separation of the fuel lines from electrical wiring or conduit is impracticable, locate the fuel line. A. Below the wiring and clamp the line securely to the airframe structure. B. Above the wiring and clamp the line securely to the airframe structure. C. Inboard of the wiring and clamp both securely to the airframe structure. The correct answer is A. When physical separation of the fuel lines from electrical wiring or conduit is impracticable, the fuel line should be located below the wiring and securely clamped to the airframe structure. By positioning the fuel line below the wiring and securing it properly, the risk of fuel leaks or contact with electrical components is minimized.